It's muted. All right, let me figure this out. You guys hear me? Test, test. Lord, this is the worst thing ever. Let me just pull this out. There we go. We good? Test, 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 test. Good, good, good. Okay. I don't know why this isn't showing up on my speakers, but it sounds like we're pretty good though. Kind of don't want to mess with it. Let me look at the output though. I don't know why it does that. It was already set up just fine. Doesn't make any sense. You guys still hear me? Good. Okay. Here we go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's 100% right. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of a issue here. Normally I don't have that issue with but my cam audio. The problem is my cam audio tries to take over my mic that I'm using now, which the mic is much more clear of audio. So, long story short, they hit each other, and I have to. Every time I go live, I have to actually monkey with that. So, appreciate you guys being patient. Anyways, yeah. Let me check one more thing, and then we're rolling. We got a lot of things to talk about. We haven't been live in probably almost a month now. And you guys, I just want to apologize to you that I'm always trying to bring content and bring stuff to the channel every week on Sunday. And this last couple of weeks have been really, really tough for me. Getting ready for Takeover and running the stick shift shootout. And I thought that the stick shift shootout went out, I think that was a 9 out of 10 for sure. There's some areas that we can get a little bit better at, but it is what it is. We tried to make it the best we could. Big shout to my man Brian Prince. I want to make a special shout out to him tonight. I know that I got a hold of Brian Prince. He was having a little bit of a issue, and I said, hey, if you're gonna, I don't want you to go down the track if you're going to be, sick or hurt or, have an issue. And he kind of just he looked at me like, he just said, dude, we're good. I said what I said 6 months ago. We're going to race. We're going to try our best and we're going to have fun. So I want to say, I know he had a little bit of issue that day. So I hope he's feeling better, and, big shout out to him tonight for, racing with us and continuing to drive on. So, big shout out to you, Brian. I don't know if you're listening or not, or here on the channel, but also thank you to the guys that ran the event with me. Mark Turner he's here in chat right now. Scott Turner for trying to get his car ready, and especially the guys at the end. When I'm looking for, I had 4 people drop at Ford Takeover. I literally had 4 people drop in like the last 2 days. Danny Watts tried his ass off to be there, broke. Andrew Hanlon tried his ass off to be there. He was broke. And I didn't know these guys weren't coming until like Thursday morning. And it was just like too late to be, reaching out to any more alternates or, making any more posts or whatever. So, I know John Leslie Jr. went to an event. He won. So big shout to him. Good job. I think he went to like a no prep or something, did really well. So there was people that were coming to the event that just kind of bumped off the list kind of last minute. And I'm hoping to kind of rectify that next year so it never has a problem with that again. So I went through 20 alternates. We did what we did. We had fun and it was a good time. So either way we look at it, it's cool. See what happens when you don't live a few weeks for a few. That's right. You don't go live or whatever. So at Ford Takeover went, for the, I do want to do an official live podcast, whatever you want to call it, with Podcast and Brutal, possibly here in the future, and maybe some of the other people like John Brooks from 50 Asylum and Hanlon and such. We do need to talk about a Ford Takeover hangover. So it definitely was the event to go to this year. I am heading to another event soon, and I'll go ahead and talk about that real quick. We were going to go to a no prep in Virginia at Riverbend, but we're going to go ahead and skip that and run to the 15th. We're going to go to the Motor City Fox Fest, where I'm going to be setting up my booth and possibly bringing my Coupe to show it off a little bit. Hanlon's going to be with. We're going to be right next to the Tremec booth with Danny Watts. Dan Watts Racing is going to be in the booth with Stella, the Yellow Cobra you guys see on the channel. And I think Donnie Walsh Jr. is going to have one of his cars at the other side of the Tremec booth. So the way it was told to me is we're going to be sitting next to Tremec. So that'd be cool if you guys are going, stop in and it's actually an event that I can just sit down and relax, maybe show off the Coupe in its current build form, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Have a little bit of fun, with my friends and not have to worry about racing or trying to worry about walking around shooting a bunch of film and everything like that. So yeah. If you guys plan on going to the Motor City Fox Fest, it's in Detroit. I'm going to be actually promoting that quite a bit here in the next day or so. Bill Butler is supposed to get me the vector file for it. I probably could just copy paste whatever Tom Clark's been putting up with Stiflers, but yeah, that's where we're headed next. That's the next big event. And then we got like 5 straight weeks of racing, which you guys are going to be part of. So one more special shout to, if you guys haven't been following on our Facebook, Smurfit Sandy was, in Cousin Paul, man. Let me tell you what, those guys are my right-hand man when it comes to the channel. I love you guys to death. Family all the way, man. Blue collar performance. Come to KD no prep next weekend. I won't have time. I'm going to be honest with you. We got to get this white car up. One thing that you definitely want to do when you're racing, and this is stuff that we talk about. So I'm going to take an example of my car right here, my white car. Whether you're racing, you've got a factory car, whether you're just driving around, whatever, it's not a bad idea, especially if you're racing it. Put it up on a lift, put it up on jack stands, whatever, and kind of go over it. Mainly your drive shaft bolts. And this is tech stuff. I mean, this is stuff that you should really, these cars are at their age to where, you can learn something, you can take a little bit of something from everything that I do, whether it's modified or stock, and kind of follow my lead. I'm putting this white car goes up on the lift every race. We raced it this past week. We made 4 hits in Jackson. Car's beautiful, goes A to B, whatever, it's fine. But you never know. And that's the reason why I put that little clickbait thing in the bottom of that thumbnail was, there was some stuff I wasn't telling you that was going on behind the scenes that was making me super nervous about that car in that race. And we'll talk about that too here in a minute. So what's up, David Willis? So who had the best reaction time? Actually, we had a fellow Jones. Let me put this in front of it real quick. Special shout out to Andrew Chadwick. He's on Brutal's channel. You guys all know Andrew. He jumped in the stick shift race at the end. Kind of knew he was a little outgunned, had a blast. He actually won a couple rounds. Same thing to Jeff Mooneyham and William Lane from Silver Sport. So appreciate you guys for what you did. I know Jason Stewart was going to jump in as well, but we only went with 16 cars and he would have been the 17th. So shout out to you guys for helping us fill the field at last minute. But speaking of reaction, William Lane from I'm pretty sure he works for Silver Sport, if I'm not mistaken, which is a McLeod Clutch. I think it's a McLeod Clutch company. Am I right, Hanlon? It's safe to say that. But anyways, he cut a 001 reaction time. Like it's almost a perfect light on a 400 tree, which is almost impossible because a 400 tree is so fast. So he did have $100 up. I think it was a 001. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys. Was it a 001 or was it an O? I'm pretty sure it was a 001. Yep. So he won the $100. So he won his money back. And he actually won an extra round as well, too. So everybody else, I think, was kind of being a little gun shy. Even everybody but Trip Carter. Trip Carter came in, the Chicken Man came in with his Coyote car. That car was moving, son. Ended up red lighting himself out of the winner's bracket, and I think he went around, won a race, and then I think he red lit himself again, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he red lit twice, and I think he's the only guy that red lit. Had a couple of them close, had a couple of good races for sure. I wasn't there to cut a light. I knew my car would go A to B, and I just needed to make sure that we were prompt, but we weren't, too fast. So, but outside of that, Ford Takeover, I mean, just being there, there was so many cars on property with the, with the burnout contest. And I just got right in the middle of it by helping with the, lining them up and chalk block and all that stuff. Had such a good time. If you guys can put this on your map next year and possibly make an event, it's not a bad event to really kind of plan for. And, everyone's going to ask, well, when's the dates for next year? You honestly can't make those dates. Caleb's not going to be able to make a date on Ford Takeover 2024 until like the end of the year. And there's a reason for that, because he tries, I'm pretty sure and confident to say that he tries to kind of plan around things. And, as an event promoter, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to put your event on top of another big event. And, you try to work it into a certain scenario. And I know that, I'm pretty confident in saying that that's what he's probably trying to do. So I'm sure the dates are coming, by the end of the year. So just know what's going to happen. And there's word on the street that, that takeover shootout's going to change. I don't want to get, like I said, I want to get ahead of myself. This isn't my event, but it's safe to say that I'm pretty sure Caleb's in the works of making the shootout an evening thing, so we can test and tune all day, and we can stay out of the sun and relax and hang out and sit in the booth and talk to people and walk around. And then shootout would start at like 4:30 or like 5 or something, which would be really awesome, because the weather's starting to peel back a little bit, and then you can get into a couple shootouts at that point where it's just all shootouts. You know what I mean? Almost like we do it no prep. We start no prep at 7, usually by 11 or 12. 4 or 5 hours, you can get four sets of 22 and no problem. So. But again, that's an event, so that's hearsay as it is right now. It doesn't mean that what I'm telling you right now is what's going to actually happen. But I heard it's going to be way better next year. Well, this year was primo. But I'm pretty confident that with the shootout stuff, kind of, the nice thing is we'll have a stick shift shootout and possibly maybe a Coyote class, maybe a small tire class, a street class, ladies class. There could be a lot of things that could happen. And then, I could, help them try to get some money on the pot for some of this stuff. I'm pretty confident, being part of Tremec, being an ambassador for Tremec, that I'm pretty confident that Tremec's already locked in. I think Mike Kidd, big shout to him. Thank you so much for showing up and being so much part of it, Mike. I'll get into that here in a minute. I'm pretty sure he was ready to, he's ready to lock in Tremec again next year, which is going to be pretty exciting. So, and I think McLeod's going to, possibly, come to that. It just depends on the timing. There's a lot of things going on in the year. I don't want to speak for them. There's a lot of things that go on. You try to schedule as much as you can. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So let's see here. So let me go through here a little bit. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? Who else we got here? Broken Tool. What's going on, Broken Tool? Good to see you. Mike has already mentioned that Tremec is locked in for next year. Yeah, I spoke to him Friday. Yeah, so you guys that are interested in being a, going to an event or whatever, if you can make it for Takeover is going to be pretty awesome. It's just going to get better and better every year. I mean, this was the year 6 or whatever. So, like I said about the the burnout contest legitimately was fire. All the stuff. I had a great time. Got down there Wednesday. Had a great time hanging out with Caleb and helping him set up a little bit on the event. That was a neat experience. I didn't get really any footage, guys. I was just there to kind of help make the event as good as possible and just kind of help out a little bit, along with the stick shift shootout. So I am. Are you going to Bowling Green NMRA? I am. Myself, Danny Watts, who's a recent Tremec sponsor. I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of us are going to be. A lot of stick shift guys are going to be there. So I was kind of hoping I'm not going to lie to you. I'd like to see the stick shift shootout turn into more of like an instant green 8th mile thing. It's kind of a quarter mile. I get it, quarter mile is quarter mile, but I'd love to see like a heads up. You know what I mean? Like a heads up 8th mile instant green stuff. That would be really cool. I just burned up my spare Motorcraft distributor. Does anyone have an experience with the Pro Comp billets? Will you be attending Foxtoberfest 2023? I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. I mean, I plan on going to Bowling Green and being part of the Bowling Green with Tremec and the stick shift stuff, but I don't know. That runs pretty close to Foxtoberfest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. So I guess that's going to be kind of a game time decision, really. Yeah, Lamar, you should go there. I'll be there. So speaking on, 387 stroker and where's the coupe? We can continue talking about Ford Takeover. If you guys have, for those of you that didn't go, there was a dyno shootout, went really well. Earlier in the day on Friday, there was a pre-meet on Friday night. Thousands of people, cars lined up all over the place. Was all over the news in a positive fashion. Burnout contest had 20 burnouts in it. Blew some tires, had some good times. We woke up Saturday morning, had the tent set up, got the stick shift shootout rolling. We had to push the stick shift shootout along quite a bit because of the track. He had to shut the track off at 12:30 because there was water coming out of it. And it was a really, really nice day. That's what happens to tracks is the water underneath of the actual track that's underneath of it will actually boil through. And it doesn't really, on Jackson's track, it won't do it at like 300 till about 350. So, but, the stick shift thing went really well. And we thought, hey, got to hang out till about 4 or 5 o'clock. And then, it'd be kind of nice to bring in a second crowd and do like a, like a shootout instead of trying to hurry up and run it in the morning. We could do it at night. Cause I guess the track comes back in the evening there. So it'll work out pretty good. Anyways, 387 stroker. As you guys see behind me, we're going to go ahead and move on. As you guys see behind me, we actually got our shit off the jack stands. Like I did a little bit of a short on it. If you follow me on Facebook, we got a video coming up this week. We took our old turbo that we had sitting, literally it was sitting under a bench for like 3 years. It was literally, when you set it up a certain way, all the oil kind of drains out of it and it was all nasty. The old exhaust housing was all destroyed. Yeah. So we got some content coming with that. I wanted to test this turbo for a very specific reason because we're going back to budget with the black cars. You guys already know with the 387 stroker, we did a piston to valve adjustment this past week, 2 weeks ago. I just wanted to check it before I actually did a film on it. And we got up to, I think it was about 65, almost 70 thou. But I'm going to double check my my measurements. We're going to go to the dyno and make a video about it this week. because I want to get the motor put back together, just sealed up or whatever. I want to get it in the black car because I need to take the 363 out and, at least have it on the stand in case I want to use it for the white car coming up. So let me answer some questions here. We'll go back to the 387. Bowling Green, that is where my pesky Corvette. Yeah. What did Jordan Howard? What did you say? How's the new turbo working out? It's working out. Actually, that's what I was just about to talk about. Trying to figure out a no power to MAF on my 92. Any ideas? Do you have it? Is it a MAF conversion? Anyways, continuing with the 387, like I said, we did a piston and valve, and I'm going to be doing another video on that. We're going to be doing content. Like, we're happy where the white car is at right now. And it's, we got like 5 races coming up between July and the end of August. So my next push is going to be the 387, like we had kind of been planning up to it, like I've been telling you. And, that's the one reason why we have a old on 378-75 turbo on the black car. It's kind of a really neat video that I just came out with because we actually mated it up with a housing that's not supposed to be on. Like we put the ATP housings that we use. So being that the turbo has been on the bench for like 3 years, I didn't really expect it to work, but I'm actually really surprised. It actually worked out really well. But that's where we're at with the with the black car. We're gonna go out. We went out and street tuned a little bit. I got up to about 5 or 6 pounds of boost, started breaking up. So we got to actually load one of the old tunes, because that's the nice thing about having all those extra tunes on your binary editor is I can actually load a tune from like 2 years ago and it'll probably work pretty damn good. I'm not racing the black car right now because of the axles bent or whatever, but I can still do some shit with it. But which gear ratio do you recommend for a 400 horsepower turbo 5-liter? 355. Neomustangs looking for replacement headlight housings. I like the ones in the black car. What brand are they? They're just the Euro blacked out ones. I think LMR sells them. 373 too tall. Oh, whatever. Most likely he's got in a 400 horsepower turbo 5-liter Jimmer. Most likely he's probably got a T5. And if it's a T5 and the first gear is 335, he's not even going to be in first gear, but 10 feet. 355 is a really good medium for turbo car. That's what I run in both of them. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? It's good to see you. What's up, Super Dave? I didn't even see you there, brother. I thought you were going to be at, were you at Ford Takeover? I thought you said you were going to. Thanks. Thanks, Jordan. Do you have any good repaintable roof rails that go above the doors? I had some that I sent to a customer and they were literally like mint. And he didn't end up liking them, so I'm just going to put them on the Coupe. Roof rails are kind of rough because they always get chipped up and broken. So, I got a couple sets, but they're not super good. Hey, man, I need a double X large and a hat from you. That's right. Were you there at Ford Takeover? Because I was going to give you a handful of shit. I thought I had told cousin Paul. Maybe I wasn't clear on it. I said, if you see Super Dave, make sure you give him some stuff. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and email me after this, Super Dave, and I'll take care of you. Man, you should have just came up to me and said, yo, man, it's Super Dave, man. We got a picture. What's up, Mustang Mike 256? Good to see you. Any glare issues with those running HIDs? I'm going to be honest with you. These are actually been recoated on clear coat. They did end up peeling, but we ended up sanding them down and just re-clearing them with 2K. They came out really well. You going to take that sticker off the bill of hat? Nah. It's my thing. Need to stick around. All my got stickers. Yeah, these are the 4 takeover hats. Big shot to Mike Kidd and Tremick. Hook it up, boy. Stick your foot out. Yeah, go ahead. If you guys got tech questions and we're live right now, go ahead and hit me up with them if you need them. I got the new ones from LMR, but they don't fit that great. Yeah, the aftermarket ones don't fit really, really good, anyways. But I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Rich. We did pretty good. Ended up handing off the TKX to Jacob Lamb. He deserved it just as much as I did. Opinion on GT40 B30317 stock piston. It's a hell of a combo, man. Send it. I got some shirts from you at Foxtoberfest. I have 3 boys. Matthew is my middle and a huge fan of yours. He wears a shirt very often. We'll have to take care of you in there, Frank. If we go down to Foxtoberfest, just come up to me and let me know. Our salvage title Fox Body GT convertible is worth the trouble. Any Fox Body, anything is worth the trouble. I wouldn't worry about salvage title, especially if you plan on, I put out a little short. I don't know if y'all seen it with the, like the therapy thing. It's just like your car becomes part of your soul. That's right. Sticker keeps the hill, the bill of the hat clean. Wanted that to that Tremick for that nice swag gift bag. They're awesome, and you can tell they care about us racers. Hell yeah! Thank you for having bigger size T-shirts. I like the design. I'm not fancy, man. I don't got no fancy designs. I just listen, I'm not going to kill the game on merch at all. We're on a ramen noodle diet here on YouTube anyways. So we're just kind of doing this for fun. Sure, it's monetized, but you guys don't understand. It's not what you think. So, when we sell a little bit of merch, it's pretty cool. And I try to just keep one design. So it's, I just call it, my guy that does merch is super busy anyways, but he makes really good shirts. And, I don't want to overwhelm them. We do 100 at a time and do one design. He just prints it and it's done. So I apologize for not being super fancy. We did get a little crazy though with our hats. We got a little crazy on some blues and some oranges and people liked it though. Ordering a Tremick for mine this winter. Can't wait. Make sure you use my code. What's up, Miguel Rivera in the house? It's my guy, Miguel. Yeah. How you doing, brother? Mark, I want to thank LMR as well. I got the wheels the following Thursday from winning the NA. Which one did you get? Dan Robinson in the house, man. I didn't even see you there, bro. You guys are just hiding. You guys are all hiding in the corners and shit. What's up, bro? I'm headed to Kentucky right now. What you going to Kentucky for? Suggestions on aftermarket stainless steel valves and spring kit. Just stay with your stock valve. Just put the trick flow kit on. I appreciate that, Frank. See you soon. Thanks for stopping in, man. It was cool. I didn't see it at first, but there were 2 cars on the sleeves. Yeah. So what we want to do is we actually want to change over to what Team Z's got going on. I really like Team Z's flag and how it's centered on the shoulder. So I'm probably going to switch the design to that. 1710 holes. Nice. Did they have this? They weren't skinnies in the front though, right? I appreciate that, SN95. Yeah, we did pretty good there. We did pretty good there. Hang on a second. Let me do this real quick. We need to make sure that Scott Turner gets that job over there at Mark. You need to make sure your brother gets Is it your older brother, younger brother, right? That he gets that job at the track, bro. That'd be really cool. Andrew, check your email. Listen, Liberty for sure came through. Like, I just wanted to, I wanted to bring that to the channel. Some of these videos that I bring into the channel, it's just like, I got to get permission ahead in advance to make sure that I can even. We good to go? All right, let it catch up for here a second. Okay, here we go. Oh, lost my red light, green light. Yeah, Hanlon, check your emails. The tour at Liberty was cool. If I ever break my TKX, I know where to send it. So, like, there's a lot of confusion with, like, Liberty being like behind and such. They get busy just like every other company. The best way to put this is they're not as behind as you guys think they are. And I had made an appointment prior to that date to bring in another transmission to get Liberty to get looked at and faceplated, but instead we ended up having an issue anyways. Does that make any sense? So we were going there anyway, and I wanted to shoot a video of it anyways and bring it to the channel, but ended up breaking a roll pin doing it, or whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of information out there that they're behind, or they've had issues in the past where, and I'm pretty sure that they've caught up. I think it's safe to say that they've caught up pretty good. So. Yeah, for sure, Timmy, for sure. Lamar, it's good to see you. I don't know if I told you that. I didn't know if I said hello to you. I think I put you up on the screen. I'm making sure that I don't miss anybody here. So let's talk about the Coupe real quick. And we'll continue talking. You guys can continue chatting or whatever. But so the Coupe was going to be finished and should have been sitting in the garage by now. But, big shout to McBride Racing for making sure that I'm right. They put the cage in, and they were missing a couple bars. So I had them sitting over there. Unfortunately, they didn't have them, so they didn't finish the cage just yet. They did the whole front of the strut. They did the whole, squared it off, did all the tubular in the front. And then they put the Stifler subframe connectors on. They were doing the lower torque boxes. But then they got to the top torque boxes, and unfortunately, my upper boxes on my Coupe are destroyed, and I didn't even know it. I looking at it before it left here, before it went to McBride Racing, I had no idea it was that bad. So big shout to Team Z. They picked us up this year on a sponsorship for the Coupe, and I called Team Z up, and they took care of us with the torque boxes. I'm going to be doing a video of what the shit looks like and what you guys need to be paying attention to, because if there's one thing in a car that can easily be overlooked that could really get your car messed up, it's torque boxes. And I'm going to show you what an upper torque boxes look like when they're fitting to come out of the car. And that's basically, Stevie told me, he's like, look, if you you would have made one good strong hit in that car and it would have pulled the uppers right out. I mean, naturally we would have seen it beforehand, but you wait till you guys see this shit that Team Z sent me. It's amazing. Motor is out on the floor, got valve spring measurements, new camshaft. Also found 4 rockers with tight Trudens damn near locked up. So we will be changing mine and Scott's the Scorpion race. Nice. Why not make the white car a twin turbo car? I don't think it needs to go any faster than it does. Since we had a failure, so same rocker on the dyno. What's up, pimps? Good to see you, my man. Is the SSP going to replace the white cars for a race? Kind of. Basically, what we're going to do here on the channel is we're going back to our roots with the black car, with the 387. We're going back to the budget-minded. The 387, you guys know, is super budget. We got the cheap turbo on there right now. It's super budget. We're trying to kind of work through that and see if it's even any good to use, because we got one turbo out to precision right now being, rebuilt and ball bearing for the Coupe. So we're going back to our roots with the black car, because the black car is going to kind of get decommissioned. It's still going to, I still got a standard to run in the car in the 9s, like, a 999 car. You know what I mean? Just street car. I'm full weight, like even freaking heater box. Like, just want to keep it the way it is. White car went on a diet. Coupe will be super lightweight compared to these other two and run the similar horsepower. So am I going to race the Coupe a lot? Yes. But it's going to be more of a radial, no prep car. And then the white car is going to be kind of dialed back a little bit and just put under a car, under like a car cover. It's going to be the car that I'm going to, if I need something, if I want to make another race, have a little bit of fun. You see what I mean? I didn't expect my white car to do what it's done, but I'm really kind of humbled to be able to be in a position to even have another car to build. I've always wanted to build a Coupe, and I'm going all in on it. Stick shift SSP, 2,500 pounds. I think I could do some good record chasings with that. So yeah, we're gonna stay True Street for sure. So that's where the Coupe's gonna head. That's where we're headed with that. It's got a really nice paint job on it. You guys have already seen it. We're gonna be pretty standard with the interior is just gonna be dash, door panels, console. I mean, it's all gonna be there. We're not tin canning the car, but it's gonna be light because it's a Coupe. And, we got RC comps and strange brakes to put on it, and got a lot of really cool parts, AFCO struts, front and rear, Team Z parts to put back in it. It's going to be a really nice car. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I'm really excited to show it off to you. But it's going to be the car to race in this year. Plus, we're going to cruise it quite a bit. Here's a question I get often. What's your call on power limit for TKX? I might be pushing the boundaries soon. Okay. So I had this discussion earlier. Clutches, transmissions are heavily dependent on how much your car weighs. It's literally physics. A TKX in a Coupe that weighs 2,700 pounds, pretty much full weight for that car, is going to make and handle more power than a S550 that puts a TKX in that weighs 4,000 pounds. When they rated these transmissions, they rated most, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but they rate them on a 4,000 pound scale. Does that make sense? So when they were R&D in this transmissions, and this is where those numbers come from, what was the horsepower rating that the transmission achieved before it was broken brakes or had issues in a 4,000 pound car? Because they used that's the way it was always explained to me. So if you do simple math, if it's not, and I mean that, if it's not a 4,000 pound rated car, say your car weighs 2,800 or 3,000, you would think, rule of thumb, the transmission could probably handle about 25% more over its rated power. I've always used that as a rule of thumb. Clutches are the same thing. The lighter your car, the more it's going to handle as far as the transmission and clutch is concerned. I got a buddy of mine who runs No Prep with me, Tyler Garlock. Very, very fast car. He's actually got a Hemi motor in it. 392 turbo car. Car runs mid, lowish eights. Can run mid to high fives backwards. It's quick. But he's recently, I know his car doesn't weigh a whole lot. You would think an SN95 would weigh a lot, but his car's set up doesn't weigh a whole lot. And his transmission and his clutch setup, he's actually went back to an RXT HD McLeod because it's better, more of a better slipper clutch than running an adjustable or like a centered iron or something that I think he had in it. Now I'm maybe speaking out of turn with his car because I'm not, I don't have a lot of detail on it, nor do I care to express that much about, what he might have going on. He might not want people to know, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty public knowledge that he went back to a McLeod clutch because he was getting tired of the other one. But as far as, transmissions and clutches are concerned, that's like the gist of it. If it's lighter, then it's probably going to handle a little bit more in that car. My TKX in my 3,500 pound black Fox body that makes 700 plus wheel, we've no lift shifted it. We've tried to break it. We've had it from day one. There was no problem with it. 650 is not the rating. I've seen somebody put that up. That's not even close. I'm pretty sure that the TKX, the way it's designed, is a little bit underrated, and it's only designed at 600. So I think 750 would be the ceiling for that for a long period of time. Eventually, it'll probably break, but it all depends on how you drive the car. Good night, Cousin Paul. It's good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow. So I really think that if you run the TKX with the twin RXT, it's a little bit, the RXT HD is a little bit aggressive, but it does slip pretty good. It's got about 2,100, 2,200 clamp power, so it's not crazy, but it's definitely a good clutch for sure. There's a reason why we run them. So anyway, I hope that kind of answers your questions. I'm always trying to give you guys, tips and tricks here on the channel, and if I could share experiences with people, Hang on a second. Yeah, I miss you guys, man. I miss doing live streams. For sure. It's been a while. Yeah, Pimp, no problem. I'm always trying to help you guys out here on the channel for sure. How much you charge me to build a 387 short block? I would suggest, we only built the 387 short block to show that it could be built. I wouldn't suggest running it unless you have a machine experience or have the ability to do it yourself. 387 is not an easy build. It really isn't. To be honest with you, just build a 393 because then you could actually choose pistons and you can choose compression. Go like a dish 22, negative 22, negative 28 dish piston, and actually bring your compression down quite a bit. So you can run whatever cylinder head you really want. So that's what I just said, Wicked. Just run a 393. If you guys, the 387 is not an easy. Is it cheap? Is it budget? Absolutely. Is it a badass motor? Sure it is. But unless you can get away with a lot of the machine stuff that we did ourselves here on the channel, it probably isn't something. It's very much easier just to buy a set of pistons, or if you've already got 30 over And I keep talking about this, and it's kind of hard to explain, but it's easy to understand. If you already got a 30 over 302 that's you want to upgrade, you can still use those pistons in a 393 because a 302 piston will fit a 351. Bore it 30 over to match that piston. Put the Windsor rod on it and buy the crank, and you can get it balanced at the 393 at that point. You can reuse your pistons in your 30 over 302 and create a little monster there. So if that makes any sense. I put together a 351 with an on-3 kit with my buddy's 94. All we are missing is spark. I think it's a broken wire in a harness. We are pulling. Jeez. Chasing gremlins, are you? So yeah, Keith, that's exactly what I would do. I would suggest to anybody who doesn't have, direct access to a machine shop to build something like that. You just go ahead, especially if you've already got a 30 over motor. Doesn't matter if it's Harper Eutectic or forged, you can stick those pistons into 393 as long as they're not domed. You know what I mean? Even if they're flat top, it's going to be a little bit tight on compression, but yeah. Ugh. But anyway, moving on. The torque from the nitrous with this 427 was too much for the Ram street clutch. So I went with the solid carbon disc, I would imagine. That's what I'm doing. 393 flat top and Cometic 40 thou gas. I would actually, if that's a flat top Wicked, I would actually go with Cometics like 61. I think they got a 60, I don't know, 64. Yeah, I would get a little head gasket underneath that motor. That's what we're doing at 387. I think ours are 61. It's not, they have 40 compressed, they got 51, and I think 60. So you got 60 on the 387. I just ordered new head gaskets for the white car because I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys now. That's the reason why I put it in the thumbnail. I didn't tell you guys that I'm pretty sure we lifted a head on this motor, and I don't remember saying anything about it on live stream or anything, but I told some of my friends, I got a little video that I'll throw out here. It's not going to be a super fancy whatever. We're going to talk a little bit about it, but I don't know if I lifted my intake gasket or if I lifted my head gasket, but apparently it's not an issue because we've raced 20 or 25 passes past that pass, and I've had no coolant issues whatsoever. So the biggest concern I had is getting ready for Ford Takeover. My pipe, my exhaust is a 4-inch aluminum all the way to the back, and it dumps at the axle. And it ended up bending thank God it bent my copper brake line and kind of messed the flare up a little bit. And I noticed it was wet there. So luckily I ended up finding that before the brake line got bad. That could have been a bad situation. We fixed it before Ford Takeover, but I was super nervous about it. Ken McCraney in the house. What's up, boy? Always enjoy looking at that G-body. It's good to see you, brother. So you've mentioned possibly nicking a head gasket in a previous video at some point. Yeah. So, the thing I didn't tell you guys was the brake line. The brake line made me nervous, and Cousin Paul's not here right now, but it was the craziest shit ever. I was looking at my brake lines. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier in the live stream is, when you go out and you drive your car for so many miles or for so long or distance and period, whatever, a period of time, it's always best to check it over. Check your bushings, especially on the axle. Check your torque boxes. Check your uppers. Check the nuts and bolts all over the place, especially if you're driving it pretty hard. And, I'm lucky I caught that brake line. Otherwise, that could have easily, put me on the trailer at a race, or even worse, made it, unsafe. So, but I don't know about the head gasket. I mean, I got to thinking about it, and I'm thinking maybe we lifted the the intake gasket. It was a little bit loose. What's up, Wicked? Gary, I'm considering a 393 for a fun street car. Any recommendations for head and cam combo? With a good street driving, by the way, the white car looking good at the track. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment and appreciate it. As far as a cam combo and cylinder head's concerned, 393, if you're going to buy heads, consider getting a higher CC head. 393s are all, pretty combustion heavy. So isn't 408s and 410s and whatever. So unless you got a really good dish on that 393, like in the 20s or so, I would consider maybe going to the 70, 72, like an AFR. I think Victor Jr. has a cylinder head that's in the 70s. I don't know if like the Speedmaster has a cheap one too, I think. But as far as a cam combo is concerned, maybe a custom cam. Ed Curtis could hook you up at FTI. If you went with a custom, there's a number of places that you can get a good custom cam, or just run something Anderson right off the shelf with Donnie B. I actually misspoke. 60 Chromatic. Yep. Yeah, what Mark just said. Victor Jr. heads. Victor Jr. heads are AFR 72 cc's. I have one more question. I just purchased A6 wing 10 and half. What? I have one more question. I just purchased a 6 wing. What is that? In ceramic button clutch. Okay. But my friend said that clutch might be too aggressive. I definitely would just go with an RXT HD twin. I would recommend an RXT HD McLeod clutch if you're making 400 horsepower or if you're making 900 horsepower. Like, that's just the clutch to use. And what a lot of folks don't understand about that clutch is McLeod actually offers a service that, the clutch is like like 1,200 or something like that retail. For about half of that, you could send the clutch in and have it rebuilt. Like, I think it's like $500 or something plus shipping. Maybe it might be 600. Don't quote me on that stuff because those numbers change all the time, but it's like $500. And I don't think a lot of folks know that clutch is probably one of the best shelf clutches that you're going to even put in your car. You get into all these, these ideas about clutches. And I know Ram makes some really good ones. Every company really makes a pretty good clutch depending on what application you got. But the one clutch that I've always had the most success with throughout the experience has always been the McLeod RXT Twin. And I know you guys are probably like, well, he's supposed to say that. There's a reason why I went, I reached out to them and I wanted to sponsor their brand, or they wanted to sponsor me. And I wanted to represent the brand that I use. You know what I mean? I've used the Spec 2 Plus. I've used the McLeod RXT, RST, the McLeod Single, the Ram Power Grip's a great single ditch clutch. It is what it is. The Power Grip is pretty badass. So we have the Power Grip in my dad's car, if you guys remember. So, that's probably one of the best singles I've ever used. Now, I will say this. I ran a 2 Plus spec with a center force dual friction, and I've had pretty good success with that too. So. McLeod RXT Twin HD, Timmy. It's basically their best shelf clutch. The HD is a 12. They actually make a 1,000 horsepower one and a 1,200. But if you're going to fork out the money for a regular RXT, you might as well just get to the HD, because all it is a couple extra springs on the plate pressure. It doesn't. As far as the foot's concerned, I will tell you with 100% confidence, you'll be hard pressed to find another clutch that's easier to push in. You would think there's no way this clutch is in it, that good if it has that easy of a clutch pedal effort. That's just the way it is. I went 590s at 3150s with a Ram Power Grip. Had some good slippage there, but it's still that'll still catch. It's still a good clutch. If you're going to run a single and you're not trying to, break the bank on 1,000, 1,200 horsepower, or $1,200 clutch, I think Ram Power Grip would definitely be the next one that I would use. So, Hang on a second. I lost my video. Okay, this is that. That's this. I'm having all kind of issues today. I know you guys can hear me, so just give me a second here. I think maybe my. It keeps wanting to start cam. Oh, there we go. Wrong cam. All right, so this is my laptop camera. Hang on a second. That looks like trash. There we go. I don't know what happened. I think I moved the laptop and it knocked the camera feed out. My bad. Yup. The guys at Vengeance are hacking your feed. Yeah. I doubt that. I appreciate that, Kent, for sure. You guys see me now? Give me a thumbs up. Just so you guys know, I tried to get Andrew Hanlon in the feed, and he said he was tired. I'm tired tonight. I only have 420 horsepower on a good day. Yeah, just 420. Just stick with a power grip. Miguel, I didn't even know you were still here, bro. Are you going? Like I said, we're going to Motor City Fox Fest in Detroit, July 15th. Is anybody going to that? Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's in, like I said, it's in Michigan, so it's kind of a northern event. Definitely something. It's going to be really cool. We're going to be right next to Tremec in our booth. I mentioned something earlier in the. I mentioned something earlier in the in the live stream. Which of you guys were at for Takeover? Are you talking to me or are you talking to the other people? So, anyone doing the Anderson 4? I don't even. When is that? I just completed Rocky Mountain Race Week with a built T5 and ran clutch over 1,000 miles. No problem. Nice. There's Donnie B. What's happening, Donnie? It's good to see you. You guys don't know who Donnie B is? He's Anderson Ford Motorsports. Go check him out. He actually runs their YouTube channel as well. But if you need anything Anderson related, there you have it. That's the man to be. You know what we were gonna do today and we didn't, was we were gonna give away that Malwood thing. Son of a. All right, look. We're not gonna do it today. I got a whole bunch of stuff I need to be giving away here. Huh. Next week, so y'all know, got to be live for it. Okay. This is Jason Fields. Big shout to Jason Field. He's also devoted home group here on the channel. Sent us back the hydraulic clutch pedal assembly. So let it be known. I got the other hardware right there. Let it be known next Sunday, which would be the 9th, we will be giving this away live. I'm going to promote it. We'll do a little bit of a thumbnail the day of. But here's the other part of it. if you guys are interested in getting a shot at a hydraulic clutch pedal assembly, I would suggest you be live next Sunday with us. It's about a $700 clutch assembly. A big shout to Malwood. I'm trying to think here. Give me a second. Andrew, you still here in the channel? Anyways, I definitely would like to make a big shout out to, she gave this to us, the representative for Malwood. She gave us that pedal assembly, and Jason Fields won it. And he ended up not wanting to put it in his Fox body. So that's the story behind it. It's brand new in a box. It is opened. If you were considering changing your car to a hydraulic clutch pedal assembly, or at least trying it out, the whole swap is there. And like I said, it's about a $700 unit. So we are going to be, who's the lady? I want to mention her name here, and I can't find her on Facebook right now. I'm kind of, streaming and all that other stuff. So I want to give her a shout out again. Hanlon, what's her name again? At Malwood. I do apologize. What is that? Seriously? I mean, I'm pretty educated, but that's a little bit difficult. Sherilyn, is that right? Okay, Neo, send me that Tremec behind you. Actually, that Tremec is not for sale. It's for the point series for the I don't know. I got my fingers in a lot of shit going on, man, here in Ohio. But this right here, much like that TKX, I don't know if you guys know or not, but at Ford Takeover, I ended up taking the win or whatever, but I wanted to do, I was there for the race. I was there to enjoy the race and enjoy the environment and the experience. And, I had mentioned to Mike, and Mike Kidd, my Tremec rep, and he's like, listen, I looked at him and I said, I don't think it just doesn't feel right to win and take the best prize. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and, in consideration of my brand and Tremec, I think we're just going to go ahead and give this to Jacob Lamb. He deserves it just as much as I do. And all the racers did. So, I'll just take, I'll take some cash home and enjoy it. So we did give the TKX away to Jacob Lamb, and we're actually giving this T56 away as well in a point series that we're doing here in Ohio for no prep stick shift. So we've only had 2 races and the other 2 have been canceled. So if you want to get your feet wet on some no prep shit, maybe come up and do a little bit of stick shift stuff, and then you're in the surrounding states, come on in, check out D Team's schedule, come over here and earn the right to win that T56 Magnum, because it's brand new in a box and I'm giving it away in November in our last race. So that's where that one's going. Anyway, I like doing stuff like that because it's not only good for the community, but it's good for the brand. I mean, it's just like, I'm already been humbled enough to be able to do that, to be able to hook it up. So, we've, it was really cool to be able to hand that transmission off to Jacob's. His reaction was worth the money, the price of admission. I went to hand him the envelope that had 1,500 cash in it. And I'm like, here, and I held it, and he went to grab it, and he looked at me, and he was just like, what are you doing? And I was like, we're just going to go ahead and give you the TKX. And his face was like, nah, you crazy. But the nice thing is Jacob actually had a reason for the transmission. He's actually has a car at home he's putting it in. So that was really cool. It was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really cool. Anyways, that T56 there is the one that I haul back and forth to the no prep events. That's right now, Cody Hartman's in the lead for that right now. Yeah, man, that's all I'm trying to do, SN. I'm just trying to make shit great again. Trying to be part of that. I can't win that. Like, I'm in the point series as well. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my Facebook business page. and you'll see what I'm talking about. I made a pinned post about the stick shift, point series here in Ohio with the no prep stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. So again, we're going to be giving that away next week. The Malwood clutch assembly. Oh hell yeah! Timmy Two Wires became a new member. I appreciate you, Pat Turchin. He was in the channel earlier. Thank you so much, brother. I 31 months as a channel member, man. Thank you so much, Pat. Yeah, Miguel, you helped me load that bitch. I'm like, man, get the side over here. I ain't picking this thing up, bro. So, I do have something. We got 65 people here in the channel. I'm thinking I got something small. I got some banners to give away. That I'm going to go ahead and say that we can give away. Y'all know I'm a stick shift guy. All right, here we go. I'm going to give this big old banner away from Tremec. It's the same one I got up on the shelf there. I'll ship it out tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. I'll ship it out this week. I think this is a 5x3 or whatever. So just go ahead and do if you're interested in putting this in your garage or in your trailer or whatever, you're interested in the banner, just hit up hashtag Tremec and I'll give it away. As long as you don't mind me folding it up. So hashtag Tremec, I'll put it in an envelope and send it to you. We'll give away. I got a couple of these to give away for a while. So we were going to actually hang these up. We were actually going to hang these up at the Ford Takeover, but apparently there was a tornado that went through Jackson, and all the fences got tore down. So I had nowhere to hang these banners. So I'm pretty sure Mike Kidd and Tremec would want me to just go ahead and give them away to my community. So if you're interested in it's the big one they got. It's the big one on the wall. If you're interested in one of the banners, we're going to give out one of these every week until we are out of them. I think we got 3 or 4 of them. And I do have a couple Stiflers ones too that I'm pretty sure Tom wouldn't mind me giving out. I got to put one in the trailer though. So the hashtag Tremec, we'll do hashtag Tremec for a while. What we got here? Wicked in the house. Good to see you, my man. That's not nice. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Oh, look who decided to join us today.
Yep. You had to bust my balls. So
I gotta turn my I gotta mess with my settings because I'm obviously not getting sound. So hang on a second, brother. Speaker. Go ahead and talk, Andrew.
What's going on, guys?
Okay, there you are. Hashtag Tremec in the house. We're doing it. Go ahead. Listen. Do you see the chat there, Andrew?
Nah, I can't see it.
Oh, boy. Now I got to pick this. Well, I'm going to be giving away this banner.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I see it. I see it now.
Do you see the whole one, though? You see all? Can you scroll, or are you just now catching it?
Yeah, no, I can see it.
All right.
Princess Hamlin, Mark Turner. Come on, man. Jeez.
So you want to scroll through and pick me a winner?
Yeah, we can do that.
See that shirt I'm repping? I mean, I would be repping stick shift shit with stick shift friends, but somebody got money involved more than.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
you guys
exactly.
know, he sold my only large shirt that he had.
Yeah, way to go, Zach.
This guy. All right, go ahead and pick me a winner.
Jimmer Willie.
Woo. All right, Jimmer, make sure you Neomustangs at Hotmail, and I'll hit you up. I got to send Super Dave and a couple other members stuff out tomorrow, Wednesday, anyways. So, yeah, we'll Neomustangs at Hotmail. Let me put it here. Where's he at? Jim or Willie?
Jim or Willie.
All right. Congratulations, buddy.
There we go.
That's the email to get a hold of me, Jimmer. If you guys actually want some merch, we'll be selling merch. Just hit me up in the emails. I got a number of members that I got to send out, so that's one of the reasons why I'm getting away. Now, I don't know how many Stifler ones I have, but I might give a Stifler one away too, just to kind of get rid of some of the banners. I know they would appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Lamar, I got you, bud. Just send me an email and remind me, and I'll get Mary to send it out this week.
So, I don't know how many Stiflers one are. Yeah, I don't know how many Tom gave me. Feels like he gave me a bunch. Oh boy.
I got a couple Stiflers banners. I got a couple Ram banners. I got a couple Tremec banners.
Oh boy. Bro. That's the good one.
Yeah, there you go. You got a McLeod banner. I swear, no one can say McLeod right. I get McLeod. McLeod. It's McLeod,
right,
people.
Let's go ahead and give away the McLeod one too.
Yeah, it's McLeod.
Here you go. It's like 6 foot by 2. That guy in a little banner. McLeod. All right. Hashtag McLeod. You guys see it. MCLEOD.
Mark Turner, I got you, bud.
I mean, I might as well give away some of these banners. I mean, they gave me like 6 or 8 of them. But probably pretty sure that this is what they want me to do with them anyway.
Yeah.
It's cool anyway, you know.
Do you got Stiflers ones to give away?
I got one that I've had sitting around. Yeah, I got one I can give away if you want me. Do you want to give away that one?
Sure. I mean, if not, I got a bunch of them at the shop. So.
Well, I mean, we'll just give them away. If you got a bunch you want to get rid of, I can give them away on live stream.
There we go. I don't care. I'm going to give him mood.
You what?
I'm in a giving mood.
You're going to give who?
Oh, my God. I'm in a giving mood.
Oh, okay. So what you mean giving mood?
I don't know. I think we need to do a gift certificate giveaway again.
Well, listen, this is the one thing that drives me insane about giving away your certificates is ain't nobody ever claims the shit.
Yes, they do, though. They've been actually using them now.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it just takes a little while because you got to see what you're going to apply it towards.
Right,
some people, need a trans, or some people need, clutch or whatever. The good thing with the gift certificate, you use it for whatever you want. So if you want a shifter ball or a clutch or, put towards a trans, go for it.
All right, go ahead and pick me a McLeod winner. Spin it through.
Hold on.
All right, Jimmer, got your name right here.
Super Dave.
Woo! Congratulations, Super Dave.
There we go. Yeah, Super Adventures of Super Dave.
Sweet. You already know my email, Super Dave. Just send me another one anyways. Good, man. Good shit. That's a cool banner. It's not real biggy and bulky, but it's long. It fits in like tight spots on the wall. Like I didn't have a whole lot of room, and it would fit right there where my light was. Cool, Super Dave. Got a banner coming with some of that merch, brother. I said, hell yeah. All right, so what do you want to give away? See, this is why you watch this shit for 2 hours.
how many people are on right now? How many we got?
65. I had like 89 there for a minute.
How many likes are we at right now?
I don't know. 51. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
It's all right. We don't have to go by likes.
I was gonna increase it a little bit.
Right. 64, he said.
Well, hit that like button for starters. Let's do this. I still want to try a Tremec. You want a Tremec banner, but you can't spell Tremec right. Come on, dude.
Lloyd. Don't be mean, dude. He was being funny.
Tree Mac. I get that one a lot.
We were at Ford Takeover. I shit you guys not. I had to, dude. I literally ran up to the mic and said, "Dude, stop calling it Trey Mac." All the Trey Mac sponsored stick shift shootout guys, please head to the lanes. I'm like,
I'm looking around like, what?
Fire suit off, bro. I'm just now taking my fire suit off. You're already calling us up. I'm out to just stay. And y'all see why that picture's floating around with me having my fire suit at my ankles.
Yeah, that was funny.
So they got this. They got this picture. Caleb posted this picture because like it's a bitch. Like when you put your fire suit pants on, then you put your shoes on, and it's like shoes are not easy to get on and off. And I'm really big on safety because I kind of want to come home to my kids if I burn up a little bit. So, like, I had my workout stuff on underneath of it, and I just would pull my pants, my fire suit pants down, and just like roll my, whatever. I was still in like my workout stuff, so I could sweat or whatever underneath of it. And you guys would make it fun.
Workout stuff. Flexion.
This guy here. Just handing out candies to kids. Come on, Jim.
Oh, man.
Pants off and stripper glitter. Son of a bitch, I'm busted.
Dude, he was, too. It was funny.
Tree Mac. I think he called it Trey. Was it Trey Mac or Tree Mac? It was.
Dude, I don't know. To be honest with you, we get them all at the shop, too. We get Tremec, Tree Mac. We got Triomedic somehow.
Triomedic? Is that like
I swear to God, I can't even make it up.
Osteoporosis? Like
I don't know. Yeah, Tree Mac, Tremec. Yeah, I don't know.
Miguel, can you point me to the beach, bro? Stop it. Been waiting for a live for 2 weeks, man. I appreciate that, Fox 408. It's just, listen, like I said, and I got some of y'all in here. It's ask Andrew. We were going to go. I was literally going to drive my shit into the shop, park it, grab my laptop, go live for at least 30, 45 minutes just to get a live in. But he's right here. What time did I get home?
You were stuck in traffic bitching about it at, I don't know, like 9. You probably got home at what, 10 o'clock?
Midnight.
You got home at midnight?
15 hours I was on the road. It took me just under 11 to get there, but literally there was so much congestion from the 4th that there was no accidents, or like I was telling you on the phone, there was no accidents or any backups. It was just nobody knew how to drive right.
I don't know. It took us 15 hours to get home. We got home at 9.
Come on, Super Dave. Come on, Super Dave. So what do you want to give away? $100 gift certificate?
Yeah, we can start with that.
Start?
Yeah.
Are you feeling that generous tonight?
Hey man, yo, Bob and Linda are on their way to Aruba. I'm in a given mood.
So what you got on a TKX, bro?
Yeah, right. We ain't that generous.
Yeah, it took me 15 hours to drive, Timmy.
Yeah, 15 hours. Well, you're in that northern tip of Ohio, man, and I'm in, towards Philadelphia area, East Coast, PA. Dude, driving through West Virginia is like the worst. It just seems like it's forever, but it's really not. West Virginia, Virginia.
5 hours. Like 5 of the 11 hours was through my own damn state.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I believe it.
What's up? What's up, Think First Productions? What's up, Sayer? You guys are all joining late, which is perfect because Andrew's feeling a little bit It's free 99 at Handler Motorsports right now.
Yeah, $3.99.
That's free 99, bro. Pimp's like, how many banners will my $100 certificate buy? 2. You might get 1. What's up, Matt Koenig? SN95. Good to see you, brother.
What's up? Think first.
What'd you say?
Think first. Said, what's up, Andrew? What's that?
I was just sent up to Caleb the other day.
Dude, I miss those old commercials.
The 90s commercials were pretty
Yeah, man. What's that?
You're like a 2000 baby though. What year was you born?
87, bro.
Millennial. I figures. Just kidding.
Hate that term.
Yeah. Who is this? Mark
I
Turner.
missed it by a year. I think 86.
You guys want to see what? Yeah.
Is 86 Gen X
Mark
or
Turner.
no? Whatever it is. I don't know.
92 degrees, bro. I love what you're doing, son. Nothing chilling and killing. Appreciate that. Think first. Yeah, we was having a good time down there, Ford Takeover. I was just talking about that earlier. The Ford Take. We talked about the Coupe, the 387, how I did a piston to valve real quick on it. It was like 65 thousandths, which is pretty tight, but it would still work on a good valve train. We talked about the Coupe, and I think I told you about the upper boxes being torn out.
On yours?
Yeah, the Coupe. Did I tell you?
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Team
I
Z
told you to do that
hooked.
upper torque box thing anyway.
What'd you say?
I told you to do that upper torque box anyway.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I do want to bring it. You are coming with me to Motor City Fox Fest, so you will
Yes.
see Andrew there in my booth with me. I think he's going to bring some merch too, like some. I don't know. Can you get it done?
I honestly haven't talked to Mike about it, but probably.
77 when I was born, boys. Come on.
Yeah, you old.
Talk to me.
You old.
I'm old as shit. I ran on the treadmill today, boy, and I thought I was gonna break my back, bro. I still want a Tremec banner, or I'm gonna ditch that.
I just read that.
Hey, you spelled it right. No, I'm just kidding. Like, he still wants that banner, or he's gonna ditch that T5 and AOD.
Yo, let's do a $100 gift card. Do hashtag Neo for Handler Motorsports $100 gift card.
Ooh,
Hashtag Neo. And shout out to my boy for winning Ford Takeover. You're just lucky I wasn't there.
he would have got Gap.
Nah, I would have treated the shit out of you, dog. Ain't nobody cutting a light there.
Hashtag Neo Boys, $100 gift certificate to Handler Motorsports, and that will work for merch,
Everything. Everything on the site.
You cannot stack it with the Neo code on a transmission swap, though.
No, unfortunately not.
Hashtag Neo.
Did you announce that yet?
Oh shit!
No.
All right, look. It's only been live for like 2. I told you not to mess with that before Ford Takeover, bro. Damn it! Talk to me. Anyways, if you guys are looking to do a TKX T56 swap and you're going to be watching this live stream before, after, or during, or whatever, there is an active code at Hanlon Motorsports that will get you $200.
You were about to say Handler Ford Motorsports.
Yeah. I got Donnie B here in the chat, so I got me thinking Donnie B, Anderson Ford Motorsports. So my bad, dude. I know he's here somewhere. Appreciate you, Donnie. Going by picks, did you get treed on that final run?
Sure did.
So I'm okay.
Yeah, he went around him though after the first 60 foot. I give him that.
What'd you say?
I said you went around Jacob on the first 60 foot though.
But Jacob drugged the damn tree down the track. So,
dude, he drugged the damn tree and the taillight lens.
He stayed in it, dude. That was a big shout to him, dude. He earned every bit of that TK.
I'll tell you, man, if you guys haven't checked out the videos for that, he drove the balls off of that thing.
Look, if you guys haven't checked out the shootout, Caleb put out a couple videos on Ford Takeover, and they're actually, they're great. They're well edited. He did a really nice job with the shootout one, probably better than I could have done, but for sure.
Hell yeah, Mark Turner. I saw you treat the shit out of him too. That's the first thing I said to Neil when we came back. I was like, sleepy.
Nobody. The only thing people remember in a year's a dub.
I know. That's true.
Did you see what Mark said in the freaking comments?
What?
He's like, off trailer, first round.
Yes.
I was like, son of a bitch.
Dude, I can't even talk shit because I wasn't even.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
But you know what? You were there helping us, and it was appreciated. You and Scott Turner helped us. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There wasn't a whole lot of rollout on that tree. And I don't understand why the tree went instant red on my lane when Jacob Lamb went in to single bulb. That was kind of bullshit.
He double bulbed you. That's why. He double bulbed you, and you timed out, I think.
Yeah, but I timed instantly out. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
Like first of all, you got 7 seconds.
Yes.
So that tree was a malfunction.
Well, we talked about that at the driver's meeting anyway.
That's 100%. If you double bulb somebody, we back you out, or the run doesn't count. Trying to get a little, trying to be sportsmen's here. I mean, I understand money's on the line, whatever, but rules are rules. You either like them or you don't.
All right, pick a winner. We got hashtag Neo $100 gift card.
You need to pick a winner.
Excuse me.
Okay, let me see how far up it goes, so I know how far to go.
It's been going for like 10 minutes now.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm just going to scan through, and then I'm just going to click on somebody. Look, I'm not even going to look at the screen. You ready? Oh. I can't. Come on. Oh, I'm at the top of the screen.
Huh?
I'm sitting here scrolling through on the mouse, and never mind. I'm sitting here trying to click on somebody's name, and it's the never mind. Shut up.
See, old people in technology.
Who's this? There it is. I just randomly clicked.
We got
first production. $100 gift certificate.
Nice.
This guy right here. Congratulations, bro. Like, listen.
So think first, what you do is email Neo, and then he'll send me all the details, and I'll get it created Wednesday. We're off. We're closed tomorrow and Tuesday for 4th of July. So
that's
Wednesday we'll email the code.
Neomustangs. Just email me, and I'll forward it to them. $100 gift certificate, anything on their website, which includes merch,
anything.
Stickers, and can you put that $100 towards something that isn't
Sure.
already discounted?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to get like a shifter base or whatever,
sure.
Clutch. I don't know.
You just won't be able to stack discount codes, but you'll be able to, like, if it's an item that's on sale, which I won't have any 4th of July sales, unfortunately, this time. But we are already starting to set up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because that'll be here before you know it.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I'm dead serious, man. That's
it's
like
July
the
freaking
biggest
2nd.
I know, dude. They start planning in advance. Dude, you got to with all the vendors, man. You got to see what they're doing, and then if no one's doing anything, you got to start planning it with them. So yeah, man, start that like months in advance. Absolutely.
Discount code on a TKX shifter. I don't think so.
Nah, unfortunately
Dude,
not.
Cost on that thing. The cost on that damn thing's like $250, bro.
Pretty close, 219, just about ish, 225.
He doesn't make
that's all American made, man. I mean, we have a local machine shop, right down the road, helps us make them. The CNC, the whole base, from big block of aluminum. And then the upper section is also CNC from a different shop that is local to us as well. So unfortunately not, but it's all made here in U.S., which is nice.
I'm trying to pin Jimmers. There it is.
Andrew, you all have them carbon fiber dry shafts. I mean, I can get one if you want one. It's not needed unless you have like 1,500 horsepower.
Super Dave, I don't have your. I got OG Superflies. Super Dave, I don't have your email pinned, dude. That's probably why I didn't send your merch. Jesus Lord. If you're still in here, Super Dave, send me an email so I can pin it. I usually pin the stuff that I got to ship out. And I got to ship that banner out to you anyway, bro. Magnum shifter, stock Magnum shifter is actually pretty good. It's not terrible.
Mark, you still have a stock shifter in that thing?
You should be running handling stuff.
I actually, to be honest with you, I thought you had a tick shifter in yours.
Doesn't Tick make his own?
I believe so. Or was that Adam Buntley that told me he had a tick one in there? Or no?
Tick makes good shit. He does good stuff there.
I can't remember. Maybe Adam had American Powertrain shifter in there. I can't remember.
Yeah, I agree with that. Fox 408. Actually, Fox 408 is one of the guys that actually bought under my code. I think you just sold a T56 swap as well under my code, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. Did you announce that code yet?
Is $200, bro. You know what do you say?
Did you announce that yet?
What?
The $200 off code.
I did. I said it earlier.
Yeah.
It's just Neo.
It's Neo 200 off, and that's $200 off any transmission package on the site right now. Still rocking a Pro 5.0 shifter. That's what I'm talking about. What happened to Neo? He froze again? Man, that Ohio internet.
Can you guys hear me?
There you go. You like froze.
Did you guys get an in-stream ad there?
No.
I usually run my live stream on the side over here so I can make sure it's running pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just got an ad in the middle of that, and I don't have any of that clicked.
Really?
Yeah. What?
1 month, Gary.
You should run that all year, man. I'm telling you.
Listen.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna try for a month. We'll see how it goes.
Come on, man. I'm your boy. Look at me.
I gotta switch. There we go. I miss it. If I can only see either you or I can see the chat, so I picked to see the chat.
I'm just beatboxing. Up. He gone. What you hit that for, Andrew? He be back. Hold on. Welcome back.
I hit the back button.
Of course you did. He's like, does that Lloyd really wants a Tremming banner? Yes, we'll give you a Tremming banner. You use that code and buy a package, Lloyd. I promise you. I will 100% promise you.
Better get up on Mike and tell him, hey man, I'm gonna need like 50 banners like tonight.
Oh, come on, pimp. Get out of here, boy. He's like, that didn't look like beatboxing. Come on, son. I didn't even think that. Anyways.
Mark, let's get you in a Hamlin shifter, brother.
What the hell? Where's my banner? You done opened up the can of worms.
There it is.
Anyways, so I guess we got a storm moving in. Got a couple more minutes. We'll be here on the live. So,
dude, we had a tornado warning coming in.
You do?
We did earlier. Phone's going off, like the TV went off.
Supposed to be racing tomorrow. Like I think me and Watts. I was seeing if Watts wanted to go out and make some hits in his car because, he just got his, he just got his balancer put back on and shit. So he's trying to make some hits to make sure the car. car's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If everything goes well, I'm gonna try to get out.
War Admiral hiding in the. What you doing, bruh?
What's up, man?
What's you doing over there? Hey, listen, I did want to make a special shout to you and John Brooks. I did not mean to miss your podcast last Thursday. I think I was gonna be on there with Caleb, but my son had a football 7-on-7 that night, so they didn't tell me till the day before, and I mentioned something, so I do apologize. Let me just say, and I'll just say it right now. Whenever you guys want to reschedule, you know what I mean? I'm willing to, pop in on the podcast. So just let me know, Tom. So, yeah, I know he's itching, bro. I know he's itching. But I was going to get up on some radials tomorrow at Cunley Motorsports Park, just to make a hit or two to see what my car would react to a stiff sidewall Radial Pro. And, that shit just, it's just been, they canceled it like 48 hours out. They were like, we're done. I mean, there's just so much water coming down.
It's rain. It hasn't started raining yet, but it's coming, dude.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, what else we got to talk about?
I don't know, man. I'm ready for Ford Takeover 2024.
I'm ready for Bowling Green.
Yeah.
No, listen, I'm ready for this Motor City Fox Fest. This is supposed to be fire.
Yeah.
Bill Butler,
you know what, though? To be honest with you, I feel on that because it'll be the first time that I'm not actually, doing a vendor spot and like I can just go and enjoy the show. So I am looking forward to that.
For sure. Listen, I plan on loading up with merch. I plan on, shaking a lot of hands, dapping people up, saying hello, spending some time with some good people. You know what I mean? Instead of being, I had no time to do any of that at Ford Takeover. My main focus was to make sure everybody was taken care of at the shootout, make sure all the ducks were in a row with Tremec and McLeod, and make sure that all, everybody and yourself too, making sure that the sponsors were proud of what we did. And, I got a couple emails from them saying that, it went off really, really well and they were happy with it. So,
right.
That was my main. I didn't get to shoot any film really. I was just busy having a good time with friends, enjoying the event to make sure it was fire. So I'm just humbled to be part of it.
Dude, it was a banger for sure.
Yeah, I got you. Think first. I see it. I'll check it out in a little bit. All right, well, Admiral, reach out to me next week. We'll we'll do another podcast and or Ford Takeover Hangover. That's what I wanted to call it. What's your favorite drag radio? QuickTime Pros are a little more forgiving, but I don't think they're as fast as a Radial Pro. So that's what we're trying to find out. Is I got both of those tires on 2 sets of wheels right now to mess on the white car. So I want to try to mess around and try to get a radial down, because if I'm going to go to NMRA, I gotta run a radial anyway. So how Andrew would gap me? He ain't gapping me, bro.
I ain't gapping him, dude. I'll tell you what, man. I've seen that car. Now that I didn't get to watch, I didn't get to race Ford Takeover, but when we went to Beaver Springs and obviously Ford Takeover, I got to watch that car up and personal. That thing ain't no joke. That thing, she gets out. I give him that.
I have that car set up to transfer and pin.
Yeah,
I got that car to set up to run through water if I have to.
And that car gets it. I give it to him.
I appreciate that. What's your guys' thoughts on a clutch tamer? I mean, I wouldn't use a clutch tamer unless you have purpose to use it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a tamer, but I also got race transmission, race clutch. It's a race car. You're not going to put it on the synchronized trans. That you got to use the clutch for, and all you're going to do is slip the clutch in every gear.
If you don't have a purpose, so I guess what I mean by that, if he runs Coyote stock or factory stock, which one is it?
Factory stock. So, I don't run nothing right now.
Yeah,
I run jack stands.
He ain't running nothing but his mouth right now, but just kidding, dude.
That's why I'm not even running the mouth.
Hey, look, he's
I'm just a keyboard chaser tonight.
Old Bang & Bob's already put me on notice.
Yep.
Just so you guys know, I'm saying it right here in the channel right now. Old Bang & Bob's don't put me on notice. So next year, y'all come by and enjoy a nice evening. Yeah, so I did get a chance. Mark did invite me over, and I think I was helping Caleb with the track that night. So I do apologize for that, Mark. That wasn't definitely want to hang out with you and Sky. I didn't know you guys were that close to the damn meets.
What did you say when you talked to Pops at the end of the night? You're like, "Oh, Dad's proud of me."
Yeah, you were like this.
I was like, "The fuck."
I'm ready for NMRA Bowling Green. I'll be there all weekend. I'm going to 20 years straight. Yeah, so I will be at Bowling Green with Tremec and Danny Watts and Jeff Smith and who else is there? Oh, Skylar Hardy will be there. I'm pretty sure Brian Prince will be there. You're going to be there.
I will be there. I'll be racing. I'm not looking forward to it though, because that means I got to hang on 650 pounds
You
to
have
the
to
car.
you have to hang 650 pounds on a car.
Yep.
Put it on the
If I
axle.
go to Bowling Green, I'm going to run factory stock, and that means I got to be. Actually, it'll probably be more. It'll probably be closer to 700 pounds.
Wow.
Yep.
So I want to give a special shout out real quick to Fox 408 for the $1.99 super chat. Fox 408 for the $4.99 super chat. Jimmer Willie became a YouTube member, and I think you were a member before, so that still stacks. With Wicked gave me $10 Canadian. Appreciate the sticker, my man. And Timmy Two Wires became a new member of the channel, so that's really awesome. If you guys want to check out the join button below on all my videos, it's next to the subscribe button. That's something that I talk in there quite a bit actually, with the members of the channel. So I appreciate what did he say? SN said you killed it, Neo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Don't they make a clutch tamer that is only used on the launch, then disengages? Well, I mean, it's really only used in the first gear.
Well, for us, yes, because we don't have to use the clutch to shift.
Right? Is that right? As soon as it pops out, it disengages, and then you just use it normally.
Well, not necessarily. Like if I push the clutch back in, yes, it will re-engage. But see, I don't touch the clutch after I launch.
Oh, so you tame it through one, and then you just bang, bang, bang.
Correct. But if you have a synchronized trans, you got to push the clutch in every time.
Yeah, so I mean, even though I'm face plated, I still take the load off.
Right.
So
I think bang shift Billy.
Not a clutch tamer that disengages after you push it out the first time.
I think it's a bang shift Billy. I think you can do that.
Yeah, but then you need to run the hydro clutch.
Correct. Excuse me.
Which we're going to be giving away next week. What's the difference between the hydraulic clutch conversion and the T5 and the one for the T56?
The throw up bearing, the hydraulic bearing.
That's it.
Yeah, the pedal assembly is going to be the same, I would assume, because that's going to determine on what kind of car you have. But
that's the Malwood one I got here.
If it's for a Fox body, yes.
Okay.
But the bearing itself is different. You know, one's going to be for a T5, and then one's going to be for a T56. Well, and same thing for like a 3550 TKO, TKX. There's one for that as well.
Ah. Hang on a second. Got to pull for the underdog for show.
Yeah, I'm definitely the underdog in that one.
I don't know about all that, brother. I don't know about all that.
I mean, I guarantee I'll tree you. That I guarantee. After that, it's all downhill.
Here I come.
Yeah. Monica.
That's great. Let me see here. Hold on. Hell yeah. So, what did Mark say? You can make a device that allows the tamer to only be used on the launch. So you leave on the tamer, and then the tamer drops out of the bracket, and the clutch functions normally.
I think Mike Bowen did one that you could pull, or if I remember correctly, you could pull it and disengage it somehow. I don't know how he did it, but yeah, I guess it can be done.
I mean, I was talking to Garlock tonight. Tyler actually text messaged me, and he talked about doing some stuff with because like I said earlier, you know, he went back to a McLeod RXT twin. And he's talking about the tamer and stuff with me. So we got some no prep. Listen, I got the 15th. We got the Fox City Motor Fest coming up. 22nd, we're back to pacemakers. We're back on schedule with our no prep here to the D team schedule. 29th, I got that sketchy ass track race again. Dude, you should come over and check that out. Come on. I don't want you to race in it. I want you to come check it out. Listen, you can't come to Uncaged, right?
No, I won't be able to make that one.
You probably need to get up on their on his Facebook page and tell Josh that you're not going to take you off the list.
Yes, it's on my list.
But I'm pretty sure you know there's a lot of good people on that stick race there. But on the 29th, we're going back to Lucky's, that sketchy ass track. At least this time I can hang some weight on my axle. It'll be a little
track. That ain't no track. That's a cow path.
I love it, dude. Oh, I say that now until I skid out inside of the ditch. The 5th, we're going to be at Uncaged at Hebron. We're doing a lot of stick shift racing. 22nd, 29th, 5th, 12th is back at Cunley on the rewind. No. Yes. And then Magnolia again at the end of the day before my birthday. So you need to come up, man. I got 5 no prep races and like, I think there's only 1 week off, dude. I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be freaking broke.
That's some wear and tear on the old drivetrain, that's for sure.
Are you coming to all those, Miguel? I'm trying to get Dan Watts to come to some of those. I think you'll have a good time. I think if I know that the 22nd at Pace is a front half. 29th is a front half at Lucky's, but it might as well be a rewind because it's ridiculously asphalt. I think it's asphalt. It's Lucky's uncaged in the rewind. There's 3 races in a row that are all on asphalt. They're not front halves. And then back to Magnolia, which is a front half. So yeah, if Dan Watts was the try one, Miguel, I definitely would like to see him go down Pace's track. I think he would like that track. I think you would like that track too. Pacemakers are one of my favorite tracks. I mean, it's in the woods. It's in the woods. It's like Jackson. It's just in the woods. It's like it's off the beaten path. You're like, what the hell is this? I have a blast every time I go to Pace.
I don't know, man. I think the local stuff is, me this year, and obviously Bowling Green. I might sign up for World Cup finals. Do imports versus domestics at the end of the year at MYR.
They have a specific class for Coyotes?
Yeah, all motor. And those Hondas.
Are you weighted?
No, I could take all the weight out and then some.
Yes, I did like the Beaver Springs. That guy's actually, that was a tight track, dude.
That track was pretty good.
Almost. Listen, somebody took did you see my Fox Body Tesla thing that I made?
Yes, I did. I saw that. Someone shared it.
They didn't share it. They took it and they didn't even tag me.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you going to take my content and not even tag me? At least just tag me. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, right.
He put it on Instagram. He put it on Facebook or whoever it was.
It was Stang something.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to make all of them hop in the car straight from work. Hell yeah.
There you
go. What turbo 302 is it? Oh, it's that large. What was he talking about? Yeah, okay. He's talking about that.
I don't know. Yo, but back to Beaver Springs though. That was my first.
Super Dave. I got you, Super Dave. I got you pinned now. Hold on a minute. Because this is the one I was looking for. That's Jimmer email. I don't know why that got lost. Anyways, go ahead. What?
I was going to say, back to Beaver Springs. I mean, I think I was there before a long time ago, and I know that was your first time there, but the owner of the track came out, and he's like, hey, if you guys need anything, let me know. He was super, friendly and very nice to us, He's like, oh, you guys need anything, just let us know, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for coming out, appreciate you being here. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest part of that track that I thought is kind of annoying at first, but then I got into it really, kind of towards the end is seeing the mountain in the distance with the sun kind of. I mean, it's not very.
Yeah, the sun's like here.
I mean, it's kind of like glaring at me a little bit, but it was kind of like a neat scenery, knowing that you're like kind of driving off into the sunset. It was pretty dope. Yeah. It squats pretty good 408. I got it set up that way. My car's got a lot of transfer in it. That's why I think I got a radial on it.
She rolls out.
Yeah.
I've seen the time slips.
We in the 20s with 60s. I mean, everyone's like, well, there's all that transfer and all that energy you're wasting. You're probably only running like a 140, 60 foot. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Bye-bye.
There's something wrong with my car if it goes any slower than 134.
Yeah.
Not to talk shit, but I mean, I spent the whole year and a lot of money and time figuring out a transfer setup on that car.
What someone had to do to get Hamlin to sponsor a poor guy? Man, I'm trying to sponsor myself.
He doesn't even sponsor me. I'm just kidding. I owe Hamlin. Let me tell you what.
This guy.
Let me tell you, don't take my words, this guy. If it wasn't for Andrew Hanlon, I'm not going to lie to you. He's the one who pushed me into promoting the proposal for like sponsorships, and he kept telling me, and I'm just like so proud. Oh, I don't need the sponsors and blah blah blah. And it's just like, it's not just about being sponsored; it's about representing a brand that you already represent. And I'm super humbled to be picked up by who I am, and it's just like, bringing that to the channel. I mean, it's already paid itself off by. With the TKX that we gave away at Fort Takeover, the T56 Magnum back here that we're giving away at the points race. I mean, that's all Tremec stuff, guys. All Tremec, putting their proxy in what we do and on the channel here and the people that we're involved with. And same thing with McLeod and Team Z and Hanlon and Stiflers. So, great companies and good people, man. Just, I'm super proud to be able to represent that. And I'm just doing the same stuff I've been doing for years. I haven't changed anything. So,
amen to that.
Amen to that. So, with all that being said, what do we got coming up this week? I'll be more than happy to represent Hanlon Motorsports. There you go. Send him one of them shifters you got. There you go. Don't you have a T56? You got the stock shifter in that, don't you?
Yeah, Mark, I'll just put it on Neo's tab. Yeah, I got you.
Be eating ramen noodles for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, they put a curfew on a lot of that stuff, pimp.
Fox, send me an email. Because honestly, I'll probably forget, man, just being honest. But send me an email and I'll get myself or Mary to send them out on Wednesday for you.
You got some killer brands behind you, Neil. Yes, I do. Super humble. And this guy right here is the reason why I have that.
What do we got? We got Viking back there. We got Tremec back there.
Tremac.
Yeah, Tremac.
Well, Viking's more of like a dealership thing. They gave us dealership promotion. Full sponsors are Team Z. There's the main one, and Tremec and Team Z. They're both equal. McLeod,
Stiflers.
Stiflers, yep, Stiflers. A lot of stuff from Stiflers. MAF Racing. Timmy Flanders took care of me.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot of these companies gave shit away. Ram did too. I mean, I wish I can get Ram more involved.
Yeah, we will, dude. I mean, dude,
they got some sweet products that we can. It's not just me that can promote them, but my buddy. We talked about Brian Crane. I don't understand. And I'm not gonna like discredit Ram at all for not paying attention, because that's not what I'm here to do. But like, I really think that if they picked a couple people and just let them promote the brand, I mean, with some of the higher tier stuff, because I don't know what's out there. There's a lot of people that are making good power on stick shift cars that have no idea that Ram sells a very that just have these clutches that you could really put a lot of adjustment into. And I wouldn't have known that unless Crane told me. He's like, I really want a Ram clutch in that. What are you laughing about?
I'm reading the comments and Lloyd's like, just make sure my batter's spelled right. There it is.
Jesus.
I'll get yours out right away.
What did Matt say? I make $300 a week and y'all do payment plans. Yes, he does. Y'all do both y'all love what you do. I appreciate that, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get a Hanlon shifter in his T56 though. We need to figure that out somehow. What's that cost? What's that cost to get?
$279.
That's a pretty good shifter too. He's updated that since he updated that because of me.
Yes.
Because of what we did. He just handed me a shifter this past. So the T56 Magnum went through a lot of R&D with me in the white car. And the one you get now is Neo approved.
Neo approved.
It's been great, guys. I appreciate you stopping in, Sayer. Anyways, couple more minutes. We'll run this to two hours. We got about 3 more minutes if you guys got some questions.
Matthew, I think I'm looking into a firm. It's just their pricing for their fees is like super through the roof.
Sure,
but we do PayPal, and PayPal has pay later on there. So you can look into that as well. But like I said, I am looking into a firm. I'm just trying to finalize a better deal to have better rates on it because they're trying to kill me on the rates.
Yeah, that's par for course with that shit.
Yeah, dude.
For sure, Lamar. Oh, look at that. Is that your is that emerald green two-tone? Isn't that the car you showed me? You see that? Can you see that? That's awesome. Mark, I'll send you both my address, Neo and Andrew. Maybe y'all can work out a deal. Get one in the mail. You see that?
I see what he did there.
I don't know how. How am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do with my hands?
I can't see. I'm watching the comments.
Yeah. Do you remember what was that? If you're not first, you're last.
You ain't first, you last, Ricky Bobby.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What was that? That was in the bar, wasn't it? It was in the bar. It's been great, guys. Enjoy the holiday. You too, Gary. Remember, guys, you guys signing off that we got the big giveaway next Sunday. You guys got to be present. You got to be live for the Malwood Clutch. Might have a couple guests in there. I don't know yet.
Looking for a show to go to in 2024. What one do you think I should go to? I mean, man, this is no bullshit. Ford Takeover 2024. If I drive 15 hours to go there, I'm telling you it's worth it.
I woke up Saturday pissing excellence.
There it is.
There it is.
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is. I wake up in the morning, piss excellence.
Born in the back seat of a Cougar.
Probably.
Maybe an LTD.
Yeah.
So, piss excellent.
I piss excellent.
But because it's easier to fix if I have issue with the track. Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, I think we might do pits this or next year.
For sure. Yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. So we're both in agreement. We're going to go to Carlisle.
Yes. Carlisle's another big one. I mean, it just depends on where you guys are at. Ford Takeover is in Jackson, Tennessee. Ford to Carlisle is in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'm trying to think of other big shows. I mean,
I'm going next year. I'm going to Carlisle. I'm going to set up a Carlisle. They did call me to go to that this year, and I didn't, and I kind of regret it. But I got a chance to race at Beaver Springs, so it's all about kind of shuffling, events. Carlisle for sure. We're 100% going to Takeover. We're going to hopefully run a really good shootout with small tire, maybe street, and maybe coyote.
Yeah, there's going to be at least 3 classes. At least.
We're probably going to see Motor City Fox Fest. I am expecting that to be really good this year. There's 1,000 cars registered for that in Detroit, and they're at the headquarters with Ford where it all began. So
I think it's Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, at the headquarters, bro. Like Ford was like, no burnouts. So if you guys are going to go to this event, please be on your best behavior. Because we got one shot at that. Ford doesn't play any games. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Right. I mean, you got Chocolate Fox, you got Foxtoberfest. Try to think of what else. I mean, honestly, the ones that be at is either Ford's of Carlisle or Ford Takeover.
Well, Ford Takeover's got everything you want, though. It's got your pre-meet, it's got your pre-meet, which is kind of like a hangout and like, hey, who's here already? And then you got Dino Shootout that gives away a bunch of gifts from LMR and other companies. You got the pre-meet at the end of the night, which is also a big burnout contest, have a whole bunch of fun, and it's a car show. Big deal. That's huge, man. And then the next day you got track, you got swap meet, you got a huge car show at the swap meet, and then you got racing. I mean, what more can you want for a weekend? I know. When you come to Ford Takeover, don't plan on going to sleep for a couple days. I mean,
seriously.
It's just going to be, from dusk till dawn. What's the Michigan race on the 15th called? It's actually a show.
Yeah, Motor City Fox Fest, I believe.
Motor City Fox Fest. It's ran by Bill Butler and Claire. I think Claire Stewart's one of the
Claire Stewart.
You guys don't know who Claire Stewart is? He runs Coyote class.
Yeah, Tom Clark, I believe, is
Tom
in
Clark's another ambassador, which if you guys don't know who Tom Clark is, he's the Stifler's rep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tom actually, I talked to Bill last week. Like I said, actually, I was one of the last spots. I'm trying to get Team Z to go. I'm pretty sure those guys are all on vacation right now because I reached out to Zig about the video I just did and Frank, but I didn't hear anything back from them. So I think they're probably either on vacation, which is really cool. They're the type of company that would like shut down for a couple weeks. I mean, this is hearsay. I don't know if that's actually happening, but I haven't heard anything back from anybody. So I'm going to imagine I'll hear something back on July 5th or something. But we got one more. They had 2 spots left. I was hoping to maybe catch Caleb at Foxcast to bring him up to Michigan. But, he's got a lot going on to catch up with after the Ford takeover, stuff. So, that I'm not sure what he's doing just yet. But we did mention it to a couple other people. And hopefully we get like I said, we're going to be next to Tremec. So it's going to be a lot of cool shit right there in the Midway with us. So I'm super humbled to even be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I never would have thought in 10 years that I would be.
Hold on. My phone's about to die.
I would have anything to do with that. 860 Fox, man. Appreciate the $20 super sticker. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much to donating to the channel. Put that towards the gas. I mean, good Lord. My hotel bill was $2,200 at Jackson. Did I tell you that? Like, I feel like I got robbed. Like everybody else's hotel bill was like $150 a night. Mine was like $280, and I had to pay for 7 nights. It was crazy. Are we still live here? I'm losing people. Maybe not. Yeah, we're good. So I don't know what he did. Yeah, Pimp, I don't even know. I asked the lady, I said, bro, why is my hotel bill $290 a night? And they looked at me and they were like, I guess there was some sort of pageant going on that booked the hotel. And I'm like, how in the world? I mean, right down the street, it's $130 a night at Holiday Inn. And I don't know. I tried to complain to him about it, but it didn't even matter. I think what I was kind of hoping to happen, I was kind of hoping that Danny Watts was going to come down to Ford Takeover because he's got this camper that could seat, you fit a couple people in, and it runs right off the back of his truck. And I had a generator and he had a generator, and we could have just pulled up and chilled in one of the parking lots and just had a good time. But it is what it is. That's high. I get it, man. I'm still not done with I'm still not done with complaining to him about it, but it is what it is. No, I stayed at the DoubleTree at Hilton, which is a great spot. You're a little bit away from everybody, but it's kind of in between where the meet and greet was and the track. So it was kind of like, I picked the place to be kind of centrally located instead of being next to Parkstone Bar and Grill and then traveling all the way to the dyno and traveling all the way to the track. We just kind of split in the middle, but whatever. Anyways, I don't know what happened to Andrew, but we'll wait for him to get back real quick and then we'll sign off. I'm going to give one more shout out to the guys who supported the channel tonight. Bringing them up here on the screen. Got a couple of new members. Appreciate you guys coming back. Jimmer and Timmy two wires. Once again, this is always appreciated. Everything we do for the channel stays in the channel. So yeah, it's pretty safe parking, Timmy. So we're going to go ahead and end the live stream there. Guys, it's been 3 weeks. I know this live stream went over 2 hours, but I'm super excited to be back here in the, in the groove again. Once again, we're going to be giving away a Malwood clutch assembly next week. So super, super important that you're here live to do that. And, what have you. Guys, I want to super appreciate the guys in green. You, my channel members here on the channel. Right here, if you see them in green, they got a little member sign next to them. you know, I appreciate what you guys do here for the channel and do for, you know, Neo himself. So it's a good live. Next week, we'll get back into the 387 because we will be doing the finalization. We'll be doing a video on the piston valve on the 387 and sealing it up. It's already pretty much sealed up. We're just got to put an intake on it, put in the car, right? So definitely want to make a push. Wanted to test this turbo that we put on the black car, which that'll be the next video. Probably be a little bit boring, but it is what it is. But we'll have a little bit fun with it. So, guys, I appreciate it. Get your shit off the jack stands. I don't care what you got to do. We probably will have this turbo on the black car for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks before we pull the engine out. But the nice thing is I'll be able to drive it for a couple weeks until that happens. I'm always pushing. Keep your shit off the jack stands. I don't care what it is. Make it work. Make it happen. And if you know, and stay motivated, stay at it. I appreciate all you guys. Big shout to Tremick, Team Z, Stiflers, Handler Motorsports, McLeod Clutch. I appreciate everybody who's been part of the channel, who has sponsored the channel this year. And, you know, big shout out to Caleb once again for Takeover 2023. We're not done talking about that. Again, I appreciate everybody who sponsors the channel with monetization. Thank you so much. And you guys have a good night. I will see you in the videos this week. Thanks for watching tonight.